Major shocking breaking news. Just now, we saw on the news that Nnamdi Kanu was attacked by DSS agents yesterday amid assassination allegation. This thing happened after that yesterday's court trial. That Nnamdi Kanu court case was adjourned to 27th, which happens to be next week Monday. And Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of Nigerian DSS, was attacked by DSS agent, that is by DSS, one of DSS officer. This is really shocking. So according to the statement, the situation led to the other DSS officers physically dragging their fellow officer out of Nnamdi Kanu's cell as he was seen kicking him. So the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has raised their alarm over an alleged plot to eliminate its leader known as Nnamdi Kanu in the custody of Department of State Service known as DSS. So a statement which was released on Saturday by the Biafran group alleged that one of the new DSS agents assigned to Nnamdi Kanu attacked him in the DSS headquarters with intention to kill him on Friday. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Are you sure it's not Ijele that was assigned as new DSS agent to oversee Nnamdi Kanu's custody? I don't understand. Are you guys sure it's not this young man known as Ijele? I hope it's not Ijele. Because what in the name that someone that was assigned just newly, instantly, and the person is already attacking Nnamdi Kanu on the verge to buy him instantly? You see what is going on? So according to the statement, the situation led to other DSS officers for them to physically, drag their fellow officer out of Nnamdi Kanu's cell because the person was seen kicking Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB claimed this is part of a larger plot to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu inside DSS headquarters under the pretext of having a misunderstanding with a DSS officer. The statement shared on X by Kanu's wife, known as Uchechi Oku Kanu, partly read, information reaching IPOB leadership this night is that one of the new DSS agents assigned to Nnamdi Kanu attacked him in the DSS headquarters with intention to kill Nnamdi Kanu. The situation led other DSS officers physically to drag their fellow officer out of Nnamdi Kanu's cell as he was seen kicking Nnamdi Kanu. It seems the DSS and those that don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free are planning to assassinate him inside the DSS headquarters under the pretext of having misunderstanding with a DSS officer. The group, however, condemned the action, warning that the DSS agent will face consequences for his actions, demanding that the Nigerian Secret Police must ensure Kanu's safety in their custody. IPOB equally threatened to take action if anything happens to their leader, warning that they are ready for another confrontation with the DSS should the need arises. The action of this DSS officer is unacceptable and made to face the consequences of his action, and the DSS must make sure that nothing happens to Nnamdi Kanu in their custody unless they are ready for another new confrontation with IPOB worldwide. IPOB chipped in. So this development comes amid ongoing tensions between IPOB and the Nigerian government, with Kanu facing trial for alleged terrorism charges. And look at what happened yesterday. There was a little bit of drama yesterday when Nnamdi Kanu was out to defend himself without being allowed to have access to his case file, which is not proper. And when Nnamdi Kanu told this guy, "Oga, how I cannot defend myself without having access to my case file," does it mean that they think that Nnamdi Kanu does not know the rule of law or does not understand law? That is why they think that they can do anything. Their plan is just to jail Nnamdi Kanu. But their plan will not work. Because self-agitation, agitating for freedom, is legal, for crying out loud. It is constitutional. It is not a crime. In a country where bandits, drug barons are being granted bail, are being pardoned, in the same country an Igbo man is being marginalized, an Igbo man is being treated like a criminal, simply because they are demanding for their separate way. They want to go their separate ways. They are demanding for their freedom. They are agitating for their freedom. They are agitating for the betterment of their people. And you now want to buy them. Honestly, it really choke. This is really sad. Are you guys thinking what I still repeat? My mind is telling me that the new DSS agent officer is no other person than Ijele. I pray it should not be Ijele. Because the way Ijele is doing this time, that guy will end in an ugly way. He will end in a very bad way. In the sense that even on death, as this guy by even with his corpse, the Igbo land as a whole will reject this guy. No land in Igbo land will allow to swallow him. No land will swallow his dead corpse at all. Because he have proven to all that no, He is not in for the betterment of the Igbo land. He is in to destroy anything that has to do with the Igbos. He's not doing like a real Igbo man. He's doing like Onya Juraju, like Onya Bruno, like Onya Kwensu Poroloko. Eh? Chai. Also, look at what happened recently. Aloy Ejimakor Nnamdi Kanu legal team collapsed in Kuje prison. Ichoko. Nnamdi Kanu Special Counsel, known as Aloy Ejimakor, just collapsed in Kuje prison. This is really shocking. They say that when he woke up from his situation, he narrated that he could not sit straight or stand as nurses at the Kuje prison are attending to him. So according to this particular report, they say that Aloy Ejimakor, the special counsel to the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has fallen ill at the Kuje prison, Abuja, 24 hours after the presiding judge, known as Abubakar Umar Saidi, a senior magistrate at Kuje, refused to sign the bail bond for his release. According to this report, Ejimakor was unable to meet with his counsel, Barrister Maxwell Okpara, during the routine visits to the facility. Ejimakor, when he woke up from his situation, narrated that he could not sit straight or stand as nurses at the Kuje prison are all running helter-skelter to ensure that he is healthy. It is really shocking. And according to this report, they say that the situation is very critical in the sense that he may be transferred to another hospital. He might be transferred to the hospital so that his health issue can be attended. So Ejimakor was arrested on Monday, in case you don't know, with 12 others, including Nnamdi Kanu's younger brother, known as Prince Emmanuel Kanu, by the Nigerian police during the Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Now protest, which was led by Mr. Omoyele Sowore. So they were thereafter tear gassed, beaten, and then transferred to the CID unit of State Police Command before being detained overnight at the notorious SARS cell known as Abattoir. On the following day, they were driven by the police all the way to the Kuje magistrates without their lawyer and summarily remanded by the senior magistrate Abubakar Umaru, who reportedly had a deal with the police to keep them incarcerated. Imagine, oh. Also on Friday, human rights activist and two-times presidential candidate known as Omoyele Sowore was arraigned with Ejimakor and others. The same magistrates granted bail and then disappeared without signing off on their bail bond. Ejimakor is said to be at the clinic being attended to at the Kuje Correctional Center by some nurses, where his condition is said to be deteriorating fast. Nigerian police. Ebetokun, you see what is going on? Ascertain this from this so-called Nigerian police. Are Nigerian police above the rule of law? I just want to know, are they above the rule of law? And who exactly is the so-called lawyer, the judge, that granted the bail and refused to sign the bail condition, and before you know it, the so-called judge disappeared? Like, I don't understand. Who called the judge on the phone? Because something is going on in Nigeria. There is something that is going on. Tinubu pretends as if he doesn't know what is going on, but he controls everything. Tinubu pretend that he doesn't know. You hardly see him chipping in or reacting to all these minor things that we call minor, but they are very severe. Tinubu controls all these things from a phone call. So who is behind all this? Who caused that particular judge to disappear? Who called him or her? Who called that particular? We just want to know. Who called the judge not to sign that particular bail condition? And we only hear that Sowore was really brutalized yesterday. This guy was brutalized a whole lot. At the end of the day, they were granted bail. This bail that was granted to these people with 500,000 naira. You began to ask yourself a question: what crime did these people commit that warrant them to pay 500,000 naira for them to be able to be free from the Nigerian Kuje prison? The same allegation, the same thing that alleged that these people violated court order, that they should not protest closer to this place. Ijela and his team, on that very same day that no protesters should cross that particular side, Ijele and others we are equally seen protesting with a megaphone. They are protesting with something that is very noisy, which can commit noise pollution within that particular vicinity. They couldn't even arrest those people because they know that they mobilized them. Protest is protest. It doesn't matter who is protesting. It doesn't matter whether they're protesting for or against, provided there is a court order that no protester should cross this way. And people are seen protesting in those particular side, on those side. So what are you going to call it? tolerating this brutality? So wait, that means the rule of law in this country works for some people and is against some people. There are people that can commit a crime in the country and they can walk free for, with it and nothing will happen. And there are others that once they commit even a minor crime that can easily be overlooked, the so-called government will take it as if it's a serious crime. Nigeria, Ichoko. May God help his children. I just want you guys to know that if anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu, automatically, you see this one Nigeria, that Igbos has been looking for a way to disintegrate from this country, automatically, as in war fee break, war fee break. If anything should happen to Nnamdi Kanu in that custody. This is not all about his health is deteriorating, this and that. This is not Abiola. This is not all that by in the prison and nothing happened. If indigenous people of Biafran leader, we're talking of IPOB. IPOB means every indigenous of Igbo. Anybody from Biafran land, whether you are in South or you are in Southeast, as far as you are a Biafran, you are an IPOB. If anything should happen to the leader of IPOB, automatically Nigeria will not take it suffering. Tinubu should know that this is not all about election wuru-wuru or using your money to buy anything or thinking that you want to sack all the service chiefs because they are trying to looking for a way to to remove you, plotting cube to remove you from seat, this and that. Why are you afraid? If you are doing good, people will not be willing to remove you from the seat. But because you are very bad, because you have proven that you are irresponsible, you have proven that you are not capable. Yes, you are not capable at all. Allegedly, Tinubu, allegedly, you are irresponsible. Tinubu, allegedly, you are not doing it right. You are not capable. You are not meant to be a leader. Those days that you are meant to be a leader, those days have gone. In this recent regime, in this recent era, Oga, you are not doing it right. If I were you, Oga Tinubu, I will just loyally resign. I'm telling you, if I happen to be in your situation, if I happen to find myself in your position, and it happened that I cannot do anything to ensure that country they move on, Oga, I will loyally step down. And it will be in the history. I'll be forever remembered for it. Than forcing yourself, doing this, you keep borrowing, holding Nnamdi Kanu, but you pardon people that buy their husband, people that even carry drug from different countries to Nigeria, people that were sentenced to life imprisonment, you pardon all of them, this and that. At the end of the day, you pretend like nothing is happening. Is it until say Tinubu your pikin as they travel different places until they arrest them? Or no be arrest until they kidnap am. Now that time you go know say there is serious issue or serious problem for this kind of country. So you understand? Anyway, make I not talk too much. My people, wetin una got to talk? Abeg drop am for comment section. As e dey hot, Nnamdi Kanu was attacked. In case you don't understand this particular news, just know that Nnamdi Kanu was attacked yesterday by one of DSS officer. And then again, Nnamdi Kanu, one of Nnamdi Kanu legal team, known as Aloy Ejimakor, the barrister of Nnamdi Kanu, this man was arrested. That was on Monday, 20th of October 2025, during the protest of free Nnamdi Kanu now. And yesterday, this man collapsed in Kuje prison as a result of failure to meet the bail condition. Not from their side, but from the so-called judge, who is expected to sign their bail condition. The person ran away. After approving their bail condition, the person mixed all of a sudden. Maybe probably people called them. Leave those people to rot in jail. Don't release them. I say don't release them. Don't release that lawyer. You know what can happen in Nigeria? Nigeria is very corrupt. I say make I inform you now. What you got to talk? Drop off for comment section.